experience sexual violence reports the police. Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report the police. Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report the police. Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report the police. Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report the police. Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report the police.
Oh, they're so lovely when they're this size, aren't they? They've got a sort of spicy smell, haven't they? Oh, what a lot of hair! God. He's got a massive head, hasn't he?
Yeah. When I first took him to the GP, he said, was he vaginal?
God. And was it?
Yes.
How's yours? How's yours? Oh, they're fantastic. Jimmy did a brilliant drawing of an apple the other day. I said, Jimmy, that is the most fantastic apple. And he said, wasn't an apple, Dad. It's a bird, pretending to be an apple.
Oh. You know, he wants a remote-controlled tree for Christmas.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, and how's the little one?
Oh, brilliant.
He's crawling. Really? Crawling already? He's been crawling for weeks now. But he is bald.
Very.
God, don't look so worried. This is your first. When you have your second, you'll be thinking, please don't start ruling yet. Be a late bloomer, for God's sake. Oh, Kitty.
Sorry. It's just everything's a worry. I think it's the lack of sleep. It makes you lose perspectives.
Oh,
All right, Ed. I've got to ask it. Why did you ask me if you got a father? I am offended. Who else is it going to be? Am I not good enough? Is my vagina not big enough?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
God, I don't know why you care.
Not a difficult question.
We just decided we weren't going to have godparents.
But why?
Too many people to offend.
And we don't believe in God. God? It's all about the presents, is it not? That's why we do it.
No, I am offended, actually.
Okay. This is a very understandable feeling, and it's called
Friendship.
solipsism. We love you, you know that.
Fuck off.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
Come on, everybody. To Leo.
And to Kitty for delivering him vaginally.
Do you know that Ed wants another one? Oh, already? Ed. I say never again. Mind you, he cried more than me at the birth.
I found it very emotional.
You want one of your legs in stirrups.
It's just seeing this person you love most in the world. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, Ed.
Keeps happening to me, you know, like sudden hot flushes of emotion. I can go through the menopause.
I know, it's both of us. It's weird because when he first came out and I looked at him, I had this weird recognition, like, oh, it's you. Yes, well, when our little man came out, I was like, oh, it's my mother-in-law. Ed's mum's been giving me tips on breastfeeding, yanking at my nipples. But apart from that, we pretty much barricaded ourselves in.
And the tyranny of people and their champagne knocking on the door. Not you.
Oh.
So, yeah, sorry, it's a mess and we're a mess. Sorry, do not worry. It's all okay.
I love the smell of paint.
We haven't even unpacked yet.
Yeah,
Fucking estate
we
agents.
just can't decide where to put everything, like the sofas. Should they face each other? Should they face the fireplace?
Well, you want to float through the
So for now,
Yeah.
we've just put everything where it is.
Yeah. And also, amazing lounge.
Oh wait, I've got to eat over. We're going to put some.
doesn't let me buy.
We're going to put some sand in it to balance the lamp. Look, if we just put it in there.
So it's a counterweight.
It is a counterweight. Look, win something else.
You know, we don't have enough money for this.
Oh, God. Put it on steel.
Not that.
So what have you been up to?
Hey? Oh. been raping pensioners.
Oh, China.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. I fuck them and then I nick their stuff.
Quite a few of them, apparently.
And what about you?
Oh, well, a bit of murder.
Oh, yes, I've heard about this one.
Murder? Who did you murder? Oh, it's dull. An old girlfriend, the usual thing.
Okay, what's the motive?
Sexual, of course. Name one thing that doesn't actually stem from a sexual motive, like being serious. What doesn't stem from a sexual motive?
Tax.
I suppose you are right. It's like you've invented a new element on the periodic table, James. So what about you, Ed?
Oh, a spot of rape too, actually.
You did that sort of thing?
Well, I don't usually, but Rupert said, do I want to? And I thought, why not? I rate this girl, the northern girl. She's a bit of a drinker, so am I, so basically my word against hers.
And it's so heartless. He just thinks, there's another accent for me to do. Like, Geordie paedophile.
Oh,
I
he
remember
was brilliant, man. I'm telling you, you can't do this to me. I've got a family, please. Anyway, what's interesting about this case is that I'm incredibly promiscuous, as well as being a rapist. All these Sharons and Tracys keep coming out of the woodwork, and I was shagging one of the coppers on the case.
Oh, really? A Ben Copper?
Yeah, loads of juicy circumstantial evidence. Apparently she's got a raised mole on her vagina. And I've been shagging a schoolgirl.
Oh, not good.
No. So I was shagging the schoolgirl, the northerner, the copper, and that's just the ones we know about. It's all prejudicial. I'm going to exclude it.
Yeah, sounds it. What happened again with the schoolgirl?
Oh, lots, judging by the text messages. I'm going to suck you off and wank you off and lick your balls.
At the same time.
Well, of course, it's all part of the evidence. She said in one text, I've got my Spanish oral. I thought, what the hell's a Spanish oral? She was talking about her GCSEs.
I often think how dreadful it'd be if someone went through my text.
Well, yeah, it's unfair, really. It's easy to make people look stupid.
So basically, Ed makes fun of people for a living.
So do you think you've got to run?
I don't know. What about you?
No. No, I don't think we do have a case, do we? Which is a shame. Still, Tim's prosecuting though, which is a laugh.
Oh, God, Tim, is he still single?
Oh, eternally.
He's so eligible.
But he smells.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does. We had to have a word with him about it.
And how did he respond to the
He
allegation?
started wearing links.
Oh, can you shut up? We need to set him up with someone. He wants kids.
Yes, but should those genes be passed on?
Do you know, I once shagged a girl with a mole on her vagina.
Did you really?
Yeah. Made me wipe the front.
Where was it?
Guys! We're going to have to get.
Oh, really?
Well, look, it's been lovely. Just, you're both exhausted and we need to get back because he hasn't been sleeping very well.
She's lying. She wants to get back to her cave, that
Yeah,
fucking
sure.
workaholic.
Yeah, the two of us sit there in bed side by side with our marker pens, and I think, does it get any better than this?
No, it's true, we should go. Jimmy had told Rachel he's been having nightmares.
Except he said, you had nightmares.
He doesn't say I and me yet.
What does he say?
Says you.
Because that's what everyone calls him. He calls himself you. You want more raisins.
You know, it's completely logical.
You'll get the hang in the end.
It is sweet though, a little person learning about the world and trying to explain how he feels and all that shit.
Alright, it's been lovely.
See you later, mate.
Thank you so much. You're both going to be fine.
Promise?
I promise.
Yeah.
Fine. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Do you think they're okay?
What?
Do you think they're alright?
Yeah, what?
It's just that he was talking about sex quite a lot.
We were all talking about sex.
Yeah, help me hold. I mean, what about when they were talking about the text?
That was me. I was the one talking about sex.
No, I'm sure it wasn't, because she said something like, it's easy to make someone look stupid when you bring up their text. I felt like it just had a bit of a weird, like, bit of an edge to it.
God. I think they're absolutely fine.
Hi. I just wanted to introduce myself and explain that there's a legal argument happening at the moment, hence the delay. Plus they still haven't gotten the Wi-Fi working in court. Soon after the jury's been sworn in, we'll be good to go. I'm sorry. I know you might be feeling a bit nervous.
Sorry, who are you?
I'm the prosecuting barrister. I don't have my wig on yet. I'm sorry. I'm the one who asks you some questions about what happened, and then the defense asks you some questions. That part won't be much fun, I'm afraid.
Okay, are you the one on my side then?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm here to represent what you said happened and to present the case against Mr. Taylor.
Okay, so are you my lawyer?
Strictly speaking, no, I'm not your lawyer.
Right, so who are you then?
I'm the lawyer for the Crown. The Crown's case.
But I'm the one it happened to.
I know. I know it did.
Okay, so who's my lawyer then?
You don't actually have a lawyer.
But it happened to me.
I know it did, but technically you're a witness. The case is against Mr. Taylor.
Does he get a lawyer?
Yes. This brings me to my next point. It's my job to advise you that in this case the defense is that you consented.
I what?
You consented to sex.
I did what?
You consented to having sex with Mr. Taylor. You invited him to stay the night.
No. He was drinking with Gary. I went to bed. I was in bits because it was the day of my little sister's funeral. My little sister had just died, and then I woke up with him on top
I'm
of
sorry,
me
I
at
should
3
have made
a.m.
this clear, but this can't be the start of a conversation between you and I. I'm simply here to give you this information. I can't give you any advice.
I wake up to him on top of me, pulling my pajama bottoms down off me, and I'm telling him no, I'm saying to stop, and he grabbed my top and the whole pocket
Look!
was off.
That's very unfortunate, but I mustn't get into a discussion with you about it now. You need to say all this in court, and I will help you with my questions. I promise. If you want to break, the court will break. You'll be behind a screen.
I don't want to scream.
Okay. It's easier if you don't have your attacker looking at you.
I will look at him, and I'll say what he did. I can't believe what he did to me on the day of my little sister's
You
funeral.
need to say all this in court.
But I need to tell you.
No, not now, not me. It's quite important that you don't tell me. Because then I'd be helping you practice, which isn't allowed. What you need to do now is look over the statement you made to the police. Have you looked over your statement?
I know what happened.
Okay, well, it's good that
He's
you...
on top of me, and he's pushing me down.
Right, well, it's good that you have the events fresh in your memory, but the lawyers will be relying on your statement.
But there are things I didn't say in my statement.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. This is important.
That's why I need to tell you.
There are things you didn't say in your statement. If there are things you didn't say in your statement, for whatever reason, whether you forgot or whether there was another
it was
reason.
because I was frightened of it.
Right, well, that's a good reason, but you can't be telling me things that you didn't say in your statement. Because then I'd be helping you practice, and you'll be making me a witness, and then I won't be able to prosecute the
I was
case.
crying. He couldn't get it in, and he was pushing backwards and forwards and pushing me down and hurting me.
Stop. I'll go get the officer on the case.
He went down and licked me, and he said, "This is what you like. You like a man doing this to you." And I kept telling him to stop, but he just kept saying, "This is what you like. You like a man doing this to you." He raped me.
I mean it, it's so lovely.
Again, with conviction.
I mean it.
Can I fill you up?
God, I am tempted.
She says no, but she means yes.
I shouldn't, I'm hungover.
God, we're all hungover.
This is the problem I'm having with Leo. I feed him every time he cries, and now he feeds to sleep.
So what? I feed to sleep.
I drink to sleep.
I cry to sleep. No, but honestly, it is so lovely.
Yep.
Have you been broken into recently, haven't you?
No, it's what you told him. They haven't broken into. He didn't even get in the house. He was in the garden.
I was high. The intruders asked, the police asked what the intruders looked like. All I could say was that he had a face. Kitty was scared the Alsatians would smell my hash. End of my legal
So
career.
in the end, I told them not to come. But yeah, it is lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd smoke more of it, but I get these terrible
Flashback.
sore throats.
Do you remember that?
Sore throats. Anyway, why are you so hungover?
I was out drinking after rehearsal.
Oh, how was that?
How's the director? Is she mad?
No, she's very enthusiastic, very bold, very,
Mad.
Oh, what's the play like?
well, you know, next week.
Oh, the gods always appear.
See, I always get confused when they start repenting all over the place.
They are just fundamentally unpleasant people.
Well, the men are shit and the women are insufferable because they're so holier than thou.
Oh, well, I'm not holier than thou.
Seriously though, is it fun? Is it a fun night out?
No.
Oh, don't listen to them. It's going to be great.
Yes, you're right. It'll be great. And honestly, before you mistreat your women, you need to remember what they're capable of.
Right.
What if one of them was a goddess? What if one of them was to take revenge? What then?
You know there's a Medea complex in law.
Really?
Yep, premeditated calculation rather than insanity.
Can't you calculatingly premeditate and be insane?
So what's the concept?
Well, you know, the director is great.
Yes.
Really bold. She wants us to do it in accents.
Accents.
Yeah, first it was Scottish, then it was Northern Irish, which is fine. Because I think of someone that I know and I make my face like this and I think, should I stop now or should I carry on? I just hope to God it's not Yorkshire because my Yorkshire's terrible.
Yorkshire? Zeus!
Yeah, or Cornish, Jesus.
See, this is the problem with high concept. It's like Pringles. It's quite Norwich.
But if anyone can be RP, surely the gods can.
Well, I'm not playing God. I'm playing her, and my Yorkshire is appalling.
Oh, what? Sort of. Hey, bag on black man.
Someone stop him.
Right, Tim studying classics.
And my dad's a Yorkshireman.
Wow. So how come you?
Became a barrister.
Yeah.
I don't know, deeply crap idea.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, tell them, it is great though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your classic Greek play.
Which is?
Two opposing characters who hold mutually destructive truths. Know a bit more?
Yeah.
Tragedy. That's tragedy.
No. The mainstay of Greek drama is priggish characters taking a moral high ground. I could have told you that.
Fuck that. The golden rule for any Greek play is an unbonked woman goes back.
Well, no, that's true for me, definitely. I mean, the only reason why I kill my children is because I know that's what hurt Jason the most. Like, sadism's a real twisted empathy. Do you know what I mean? And like, God, everyone's quiet listening to me now.
Must be bored.
Well, you'll be interested to know that Jason's going to be nude in the fight.
Whoa, bloody hell, let's all have another drink. I'm even nicer when I'm drunk. Sarah? You shame us. This is by far the most expensive bottle.
I've got disposable income.
Tim,
I
you
really
look-
save for.
Tired. How's
I'm
mine?
alright, I'm in the middle of moving houses.
Oh.
I feel like a squatter, I've just got a mattress actually. Actually, I think it's haunted.
Seriously.
How?
Well, I wake up every morning at the exact same time at 2:59 a.m. And I mean, I know because I've got a little digital display, and I thought maybe it's because I should be watching the Ashes in Australia. England do better when I'm watching. But the other night, I pulled this girl.
Whoa! Now that's a story. What girl? When the fuck was this?
It's no big deal.
Yes, it is. This man is a workaholic. He's not had sex for about
Thanks.
3 years, to
Thank
my
you,
knowledge.
Jake. Actually,
So who is she?
Hey, shut up! I want to hear about the fucking ghosts.
I woke up as usual, 2:59 a.m. to the kettle being thrown across the room.
The kettle flew across the room. Well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it went bash and
Oh, go back.
across the room. So I went and picked it up.
Fucking hell. What did the girl say?
Oh, she was dead to the world. We'd had a lot to drink. Of course.
Oh.
Anyway, I called a psychic.
Oh.
Next you'll be telling us you believe in God.
Where did you get hold of a
It was 60 quid for a phone consultation. 160 for house visits, but it seemed a bit much to me.
Well, that's what it costs now.
Anyway, she asked me some questions, and I asked her some questions.
What did you ask her? Who am I?
That sounds just like therapy. I mean, I have loads of questions like, is this the man I'm gonna marry? Or like, I don't know.
Some stuff was pretty irrelevant. Some stuff a bit useful, but mostly pretty irrelevant. I mean, it must have worked because it hasn't been a peep out of her since.
It sounds just like therapy.
Ghost to the girl.
Anyway, You're getting on.
Oh, already?
Yeah, this case. Sorry.
Oh, come on, Tim, I'm cross-examining tomorrow. You just sit there with that bland look on your face.
Yeah, well, my complainant can be extremely incoherent on the dock, especially when she's being wound up deliberately.
I cannot wait to hear her victim's impact.
Yeah, well, I have to win for that to happen, mate.
Victims shouldn't have a role in punishment anyway.
Why?
Because then it becomes about vengeance, obviously.
Apparently, people who forgive unconditionally live longer.
Well, there is a very good selfish reason to do it.
We're midway through some film.
Oh, we've got that big Welsh red-faced judge thing.
He's an absolute cunt.
Oh, that's warm and bubbly.
A warm and bubbly cunt.
I wish he would stop. Oh, Jake, can we not raise pancreatic cancer through the post?
Oh, actually, speaking of, Zara is auditioning for a crime drama. You have to help her with her research.
Of course.
Yeah, but not now, obviously. But
Of course. It was nice to finally meet you.
you too.
Got Welsh
Yeah,
accent
see
from
you.
me.
I'm done. See you, folks.
Well, oh, that's a shame.
You know how it is.
Yeah, but I just.
I could have told you so.
You knew.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing.
Why?
He's gay, isn't he?
He's not gay. He might look gay, but he's not gay.
No, he wants kids.
Yeah, but so do I. But how else am I supposed to say
You
it?
can't. It's impossible to communicate the pheromonal semiology of sexual attraction.
Thank you. I just don't fancy him.
And there it is. You don't fancy him. Why should you? I don't fancy him. Do you fancy him?
I do not.
Because he's always fancied
Oh,
you.
rubbish.
Oh, he drools
He
over
does
you.
not drool over me.
Anyway, you're right. I've been sat here all night trying to work out what animal he reminds me of.
Oh, otter.
No. Otter's too glamorous. Hamster.
Well, he is a bit big.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
He is.
Look, we can't advocate for the guy. Leave Zara to find her own men. She's perfectly capable to me.
No, I mean, many hands make lighter work, and maybe I should go for a younger guy. There are plenty of younger fathers nowadays.
Most of them are in prison, but
Well, no, I do think I need to hurry up there. I need to have kids for insurance, you know, when I'm older. I mean, I think to myself, what's wrong with me, you know? I don't feel much, you know. And then you see all the crazy people, lunatics that have children nowadays, and well, no, not you two, obviously. I don't mean you two. But like, I think to myself, like Lear, why should a horse, a dog, a rat have life, and thou no breath at all?
I felt like that when I couldn't pass my driving test. How come all these other morons managed it?
How do you guys manage it?
Oh, see, theirs was an arranged marriage. They grew to love each other.
Oh, the child won't be good.
They're laughing on the outside, but they are crying.
I don't want to go now.
You're scared you'll bump into him outside.
No, you'll slag me off instead.
Oh, sorry, for God's sake, let me get you a cab.
To zone 4? Couldn't afford that.
I'll come and see you in the play.
No, yeah, it's honestly such a great part. I mean, why don't they make roles like that for women anymore? That scream and rage like we did.
Because if they did, they'd say it's probably her hormones.
I like Macbeth. So, what's going on?
What?
You look terrible.
Thanks.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
I spoke to Rachel.
Come on, Jake.
She sounded odd.
She's chucked me out.
Why?
God, all right, then. She's got this mad idea I've been having an affair. Affairs. We don't rush to conflict.
No, obvious.
Look, it's all complete nonsense. She'll calm down. I'm really not worried.
When did she chuck you out?
Monday. I've been living with my brother in Putney, which is a whole other nightmare. But anyway. Don't look so worried. It's a storm in a teacup. She'll calm down, realise she's being crazy, and we'll be back to how we were. Endlessly sniping like any other healthy man. I promise.
Christ. I'm so sorry, Jake.
Yeah, but what made her think?
The text. It's ridiculous, it was a joke. That pupil, you know, one with glasses.
Jemima.
No, not Jemima.
Oh. Martha.
No. Laura. We were arsing around. Rachel, for some reason, read them all. God knows how she gets my pin. She's got a terribly secretive streak. Fucking iPhone. Conversation goes right back to the beginning. Who the hell thought that was a good idea? I suppose, out of context, it did look a bit. There was nothing going on. Now it's cast out on, you know, every time I'm out playing tennis with you or having a con with a client or... She's convinced it goes back years. Just been shagging one woman after another.
So it's nothing to do with...
What?
You know, the thing... The hammer.
God, no, she doesn't know about the Hannah thing. For Christ's sakes, don't mention that to her. That would be a disaster.
Well, you were completely indiscreet.
Oh, that's because I thought it was all a bit of a joke. I mean, I love a bit of anger as much as the next guy, but I just can't take it seriously. All this drama and shouting at 3 a.m. She's particularly bad on red, I've noticed. Petra says I'm just like a typical human rights barrister.
Which is?
Shallow. Can't bear this attitude, you know. My feelings have more vitamins than yours. I'm basically being bullied. And I'm having to behave quite differently to how I normally would.
Oh, so you're not able to answer back?
Yeah.
What about Jimmy?
It's horrible. We've told him I'm away on a case. Had to say goodnight to him through the phone last night.
Oh, how was that?
A very brief exchange of information. I asked him questions and he gave me short, polite answers. Yes, I've been a good boy. No, I'm going to watch a film about a monkey now. I felt like the president of a third world country, getting a courtesy call from the White House. What she takes it away
She
from me.
wouldn't do that.
She wouldn't.
She might. I bet you she's been up to things as well, I bet you. How could she not have?
Jake.
Look, it's all going to be okay. She'll forgive me, I know she will.
You went to bed, didn't you?
Yes.
It was 3 a.m., wasn't it?
4 a.m.
You've been drinking.
with vodka and lemonade.
By my reckoning, it was around 10 or 11 vodka and lemonade by then, wasn't it?
I don't really remember. It was the day of my little sister's funeral. My little sister had just died.
Yes, and your brother Gary, how much had he drunk?
I don't know. You don't really count what people drink.
You don't count what people drink. Did you take a drink to bed with you?
I don't remember.
Were you drunk?
I was upset.
Did you invite Mr. Taylor to join you in your bed?
Did I?
It's a perfectly simple question. Yes or no will suffice.
No.
Did you invite Mr. Taylor to join you in your bed?
No! God, no. Not if I were in it, no.
No. Yes. No. In your statement, you said that you received a phone call the next morning from your brother, Gary. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Asking how you were. You said to the officer reporting your case, I said, I can't speak now, I'll phone you back. That's what I said, I'll phone you back. And then I did, I phoned him back. That's what I did, see? Is that right?
It's not how he said it.
Is it correct?
Yes.
And you're clear on, you said nothing on the phone to Gary about what had happened with Mr. Taylor at that time.
Because he was still there.
Who was still there?
Mr. Taylor was still there.
In your apartment?
Yeah, because he hadn't left.
Oh, because he hadn't left, I see.
I came out of the bedroom and saw him there flat out on the sofa, and I was honestly so shocked to
see him there.
So after you had sex the night before, he
We
stayed the
didn't
night.
have sex. He raped me. And after he raped me, I just lay there because I didn't know what to do.
You didn't fall asleep.
Fall asleep. I'd just been raped.
You didn't call the police.
Because I was scared of him. I was scared of what he might do if I went out there and my phone was charging in the living room. So yeah, I just lay there because I didn't know what to do.
So you accept that you lay there all night, you didn't get up.
Yeah,
And then the next morning you did get up.
yeah.
And you saw Mr. Taylor in your sitting room.
Yeah, I saw him there and he got up, he jumped up and he was looking for his shoes. I remember that he was barefoot because he said something about like underfloor heating.
Oh, so you chatted then about your underfoot?
No, I told you I was scared of him. And then my brother Gary rang and I told him I'd have to call him back. And then that was
Yes.
it. Patrick was out of there and I called Gary back and told him what had happened and he came straight round and we were talking and then...
Yes, I have his account here. He says that he came round and you spoke about what happened.
Yeah, we talked about what happened and he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that anyone would do a thing like that. And on the day of my little sister's funeral,
And Gary says that he poured himself a drink.
yeah,
What time was this?
11,
In the morning.
yeah.
And Gary says he poured you.
Yes, he poured me a drink.
And you were drinking
Vodka.
with
And
lemonade.
lemonade.
Were you?
I was upset.
Were you drunk?
Of course I was drunk. Of course I was drunk.
You then received a text message from Mr. Taylor. The text message said, "Thanks for last night, hope you're feeling okay." And you texted back, "Yeah, I'm fine." Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Earlier that week, you'd been to see your psychotherapist. After your session, your psychotherapist wrote up her notes. She wrote that after I saw Gail, she appeared her usual self. I asked by usual self, what do you mean? Your psychotherapist said being quite sad and generally fed up about her life. Would you say that's a fair description of yourself?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You can't really describe yourself.
Are you paranoid?
What do you mean?
I'd like to ask whether you feel that you imagined it.
What do you mean by
Are
paranoid?
you familiar with the term hypervigilance?
I can't believe this is
Would you say that it's fair to say that you...
I can't believe the stuff you're coming out with. You're trying to say that I'm mad.
I'm not trying to do anything.
You're making out like I'm a mad person.
I have no wish to quarrel.
It happened. It happened. And I will sit here and I will look at him and I will say it.
Okay, just breathe in, take a breath.
What happened?
Oh, God, I can't breathe. I've got a smoke.
Of course.
I can't believe it.
Okay, Jake, just breathe in.
Fucking breathing in, I'm smoking.
Go back to the beginning.
She wouldn't make eye contact. She won't listen to me.
Okay, Jake, just stop panicking, okay? And just inhale, exhale. What happened?
I came back. She'd given them a bath, got Jimmy and the little one to bed. I came from the temple, she'd cancelled and then she'd uncancelled last minute, so I hadn't seen her for about a week. The point is, she kept on rescheduling.
The weekend.
I don't know. It's a blur. The house. She changed and moved the sofa, swapped it to face the window. I've lost mine.
Okay, right. So you said she put the boys to bed.
That's right. I had a drink, she had a drink. We were both drinking.
What were you drinking?
We were standing in the kitchen. She was by the washing machine. She said it's over. Said she can't forgive me. She wants me out of the house and she wants the kids. We were drinking a bottle of red.
Right, he bought a bottle of wine, like that would make anything better. Jimmy and the little one were upstairs asleep, and Marcia had put them to sleep and read them a story. I said, if he cancelled, it'd be a week till I could see him, and the last time I saw him was Thursday, 8 days ago. So he came straight round.
If she takes the kids away from me, I'm not gonna be one of those men.
Can't the two of you just talk to each other?
We have.
What's gonna happen to me?
Oh, what happened to us?
I can't remember the exact way she said it. She said something about taking me to court. I can't tell you why, I don't understand it. As far as I can see, I want something from her. Jimmy's finally got the hang of calling himself I. You know what he says for I don't remember? I didn't see me doing that. Did you go on the swing yesterday? He thinks and he goes, no. I didn't see me doing that.
He says he looks back at the person who was when he married me. He doesn't know who that is. He doesn't seem to realise the damage.
Rachel, don't you think you're being a bit paranoid?
Gave me an STD.
I thought she knew what was going on. It was so obvious about it.
And what do you think she knew?
Everything. You have this fantasy that someone loves you for yourself. You and all your flaws. I know it sounds naive. That someone is going to let you be who you are.
Jake, that's your mother.
I was lying to myself that she knew. That she knew and accepted it. She was lying to herself that nothing was going on.
Okay. For example, he always leaves his receipts in his pockets, so I empty them out when I do the cunting laundry. One prawn sandwich Paddington M&S, but he hates prawns. He said it was for a client, and I looked in the bathroom cabinet and he'd taken hair gel. But why do you need hair gel if you're in court wearing a wig all day? I ignored it all because it seemed so cliched. He said if I ever asked, he'd tell me everything. And that's a lie. I did ask, and he lied every single time. He said he's a terrible liar. And that's a fucking lie. He does it for a living. I wish I had a transcript. He's not sorry.
I'm sure he is.
He's sorry for himself for what he's done.
Okay, Jake, put yourself in Rachel's shoes. How would you feel?
Wouldn't mind.
Oh, believe me, you would.
No. She's right when she says I'm not sorry because I'm not. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry she found out about it.
So you don't regret it?
No. It was good for our marriage. It kept it alive. She says it's like I brought a stranger into the house. It's a violation. But that's retrospective. Do you see what I mean? She didn't feel violated whilst I was actually doing it. It's only now.
Jake, it's a little bit legalistic, don't you think?
Were you in love with these women?
No. Yes.
Well, yes or no?
It's not a yes or no answer. The more you make love with someone, the more you make love.
You!
I mean me.
He's locked in himself. He's incapable of feeling guilt. He genuinely doesn't seem to see the difference between right and wrong. He's so fucking...
So what do you want to do about it?
I want to hurt him.
I'm scared of her. I'm scared of what she might do. But you love Rachel. Look at the way we got married.
You married me because I was pregnant.
Very prone to feeling guilt. That was a major motivating factor. But Jimmy was born. It's like this. I've never liked Rachel's ears. She's got these ears with no lobes on them. Jimmy was born, and you know what? He had the same fucking ears. But I looked at them, and I loved them. He made me love her more. He made me love her more.
Basically, it's a fight.
Right.
Between two opposing narratives.
That these people are in extreme situations.
There's a lot of chaotic facts. You've got to pick your way through. Convince the jury of one simple line.
It's all about suggestion.
Make them see it from your client's point of view.
Like how I see things from my character's point of view.
Exactly.
So what's it called?
It's called Wigging Out. It will be on 9 p.m. BBC One, and I'm up for a criminal barrister with no home life, speaks Mandarin, and rollerblades.
Well, I know loads of them.
Yeah, but I want to get the tone right.
Okay, so say I'm prosecution and he's defense. I usually prosecute.
And
Oh, fuck off. I was winning until I wasn't. And you went lost a jury when I saw 4 of them had their arms folded. And Ed, I think she was raped.
she was a complete pisshead who kept changing her story.
You fucking excluded the fact that she knew he had pleaded for
Because it
assault.
was prejudicial. You could tell she likes a bit of rough, judging by her previous boyfriends. Anyway, as prosecution, Tim opens the case.
In this case, you'll be hearing from Zara
Zara
White, who alleges her genitals were grabbed by this man. And then I ask nice, open questions: who, what, where,
And
why.
then I fuck up the narrative.
You sir.
I ask closed questions.
Close questions.
Nasty questions where the choice isn't obvious. You wanted him to have sex with you, didn't you? You asked him to fuck you blue, didn't you? Yes or no? Do people still say that, fuck me blue?
Yes.
It's been a while.
And you do all that through questions.
Questions aren't always questions. I mean, a bold statement can be camouflaged as a question. You're an asshole, really, aren't you, Ed?
Look, what can I say? My rapist just performed a lot better than your
Probably
rapist.
because he'd had a lot of practice. She'd only been raped the
The
once.
truth is, we both cheat a 5-year-old at Google Meets.
Well, Kitty told me that you were doing a lot of rapes recently, which is perfect for me. Are there any I can watch?
Him? What do you want to watch him for? He's human rights. Rape's beneath him. I'm the one who does all the raping.
Excuse me, I'm not human rights. I'm moving into human rights.
For the money.
What money? There's no money in human rights.
There is when you're defending the human rights of Google and B
We
Sky
have to
B.
look after their
What,
human
despite the
rights.
fact that they're not human? He used to have ideals.
How else am I going to pay for the roof?
Do some embarrassing regulatory work like the rest of us. License some strip clubs and minicabs.
Don't listen to him. He actually lives in a very posh setup. They cream up all the fraud. That's why he lives in Camden and I live in Forest Hill.
Try living in Enfield.
Anyway, as it happens, Tim, I am doing a few more rapes. Got a marital rape at Plymouth going on.
Plymouth.
Long story. It's basically a favour for Jake, pro bono, which if you know your Latin means paid fuck all. It's any use to you.
We should be telling you how to stand and speak spectacles. Take them off, put them down.
Oh.
They engage the listener and they make you look cleverer.
Run, Poles, would you like a parrot on your shoulder while you're at it?
Would you like a parrot on your shoulder while you're at it? That's another one. Repeat their answers slowly like they fucked up and let it hang in the air.
Yeah. Strictly when you don't know what the fuck else to do.
Shit, it's my agent. I've got to take this. One sec. Hello? Sarah. Hi, how's the baby? Yeah?
Back off.
I beg your pardon.
You're happily married. I'm a sad single bastard. Back off.
What?
You're flirting with her, Mr. Human Rights.
I'm not flirting.
Bringing the conversation on to grabbing her genitals.
That was you. You were the one who said
It's
that.
all subliminal, implying that it's been a long time since you've had sex with Kitty. Fucking till you're blue. You fancy her rotten, admit it.
No.
Don't you?
No, absolutely not.
Well, is it a long time since you've had sex with Kitty?
That's none of your business.
Right, well, if you don't fancy her, then you won't mind me bringing it up in front of her?
Look, she's a lovely girl, but she's one of Kitty's oldest friends. And to be honest, I've always found her a bit pathetic.
Oh, come on, Ed. That's neither here nor there when it comes to a blowjob.
What?
Come on, Ed, why are you keeping me off the grass?
She wasn't interested.
What?
We tried to set it up. She wasn't interested. I'm sorry.
Fucking babies. Fascinating, right? Yeah. No, but honestly, thank you. This has been so useful.
Pleasure.
And I'm sorry I have to leave like this.
Hang on. We've only done examination in chief. What about cross-examination? Because when you cross-examine, you're not asking open questions anymore. You're asking specific, direct questions to draw attention to your case, to bend perceptions, put an idea into the jury's mind. You fancy Zara, don't you, Ed? You give the answer in your question, and that way you control the answer. You fancy Zara, don't you, Ed? Don't be afraid of silence. Use it to create tension. Or you can do it in a different way. I suggest you fancy Zara, but you disagree with me, wouldn't you, Ed? Yeah, I'm putting my case, and by telling him he disagrees with it, I've closed him down to a yes or no answer. I've boxed him in. You fancy Zara?
No.
You orchestrated this little session of research in order to have an excuse to flirt with her.
No.
Under the guise of advising Zara about her part in my presence, you earned her confidence, and ultimately your motive for doing so was to seduce her for yourself. See, this is bounce. I'm bouncing for confrontation. You get a rhythm going. You bounce your case off them. You try to get them to go, fair cop, girl.
Which I'm not going to do.
See, Ed, it doesn't matter if you do or not, because the impression is that it is a fair cop. You just can't admit it, can you?
The other way is to create an embarrassment. We call it looking for the lead. Find my wife attractive, Tim? Do you find my wife attractive? Tim?
No.
So she's not an attractive woman, my wife, you could say, Tim.
No.
So she is an attractive woman, my wife. Earlier, you said that you don't find my wife attractive. Which is the lie? See? Sort of a trapdoor. I've ring-fenced off, blocking off potential escape routes, and then you pull the lever. You drive the unanswerable wedge between the answers.
Fuck off.
Bloody hell.
Oh, he's just cross because he lost the case. It was tennis.
It was boxing.
Anyway, I'd like to talk to you about the human rights stuff at another time.
I love that.
And good luck with the case.
Oh. Yeah, no, someone else got that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's why my agent rang.
Oh no.
Yeah, story of my life. But I would like to speak to you about that human rights stuff.
Can you feel it?
Can I feel anything? I don't think I can, no. Sorry, what is it I'm supposed to be
I
feeling?
don't know. I get this strange feeling. Stupid, really.
What, that there's someone else?
The upstairs landing, I was looking around it and I found these scratch marks low down on the wall.
What kind of marks?
Little, like, finger marks.
Oh, maybe it was a child you lived here before?
But I just had it painted.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not being very helpful.
No, I don't know why I get it. I just wanted a second opinion.
No,
I don't know why I did it.
It's fine, no, it's fine.
Just, do you want some tea? What are they meant to be anyway, poltergeists?
I don't know, destructive force?
I'd offer you a biscuit, but all my food tastes vaguely of cupboard. Don't know why.
So much room in here.
Yeah.
Ed's study is like flying Ryanair. Scared he's going to get deep vein from those things.
Yeah, well, my architect keeps asking me where I want to put the nursery for my phantom children.
Tim, we should move this there so it's opposite the window.
Think?
See, everyone I can't decide where to put everything, so we just kind of dumped it all where it is.
You guys are great at communicating.
We are not great at communicating. We just agree on everything. If we don't, we're fucked.
To the left of it.
And he's just so like infuriatingly logical. It's like, Kitty, what do you mean you don't like the sofa there? You're an intelligent person, aren't you?
Unfortunately, cross-examination is a very damaging form of communication.
He's very good at dressing up his opinion as a comment.
You may think, members of the jury, that this is a sofa you cannot trust, but that is a matter for you. No, where's he now?
Oh, with Jake.
Oh,
Yeah. It's reached crisis point. He is on Jake's side, I'm on Rachel's.
I thought you were on Jake's side.
I was until I heard Jake's side.
What I keep wondering is, why do people do it?
I couldn't. Never. I like the moral high ground too much.
I suppose I just find it very hard to imagine.
So do I. Like, why do people behave like that?
No, what I mean is, what is being unfaithful? When does it start? Is meeting an ex and not telling being unfaithful? Is thinking about it being unfaithful? Is dreaming about it being unfaithful? Where does it start?
I feel like it's when you talk about it. The more you talk about it, the more you actually end up doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yes, like the lack of insight. People just can't see what they're doing as they're doing it.
People are amazingly suggestible.
The level of denial. Yeah, I think that's much better. Yeah.
How were the holidays?
Oh, exhausting. Do you know, I never thought I'd say this. I actually miss work.
Even the crazy fucking...
Even the crazy fucking authors. Even the fucking blurbs. Oh, those mini masterpieces. Changing A to there and back again. Oh, those were the good old days. I'm so glad me and Ed only have one.
You don't want any more?
Oh, God, no. Ed does, but that would be the end of our relationship. Luckily, he can't impregnate me by force, though he tries, sweetly. Anyway, how's your love life?
Oh, exhausting. Dates, having to take my patter out for the night. Afterwards, I just want to lie down in a darkened room alone.
Oh, it's bloody hot in here, isn't it? Oh, wait. Bedroom's like 30 degrees at the moment. God knows why we put it in the attic.
Because the view's fantastic.
Yeah, but the heat gives me nightmares.
Yeah, me too. What about...
Oh, nothing. It's just dreams, I guess. Very, very ordinary. I just dream. I dream that I'm unhappily married, but then I wake up next to Ed and it's okay. What?
There. Can you feel it? Can you feel something? Yeah.
Yeah. I can feel something, yeah.
Is he asleep?
Well, she's dropped proceedings.
What?
Yep, I've just spoken to her.
She's dropping proceedings?
Yeah, and checked me back in. Can you believe it?
I know.
You know.
Well, I practically brokered the deal. Fantastic, let's have a vodka to celebrate.
But we don't have anything to drink it with.
Is there anything that doesn't go with vodka? Actually, I'll answer that. Sugar plums. You know, you are looking at one brilliant negotiator. I mean, talk about the art of the deal.
I don't want one.
What?
I don't want one. She's making a mistake taking him back.
Who is?
Rachel.
Well, I hope you didn't say
Oh,
that
of
to her.
course I didn't. I said I understood. I don't.
Shit. She's got her own conduct. As a barrister, she should know better.
She wasn't thinking as a barrister, she was hurting. She wanted her side of the story to be heard.
That's what dinner parties are for. If it isn't about him spending her cash, which it wasn't, they don't
Do
care.
you know what? Could you stop being so fucking detached for once?
You know, saying you're going to have to put up with this is actually pretty bad advice.
I feel like Jake did something wrong and he should be punished. He should have to say sorry.
He has said sorry.
But he didn't mean it.
It's difficult to mean an apology when it's demanded from you.
Okay. Do you know what? You have never said sorry to me in your life.
That isn't.
Oh, it is. It took you a long time to say I love you. A long time to say, will you marry me? But you have never said sorry. Because saying sorry is an admission of guilt. Ed, you told me when you were a child, you'd say, I apologise. That's why you became a barrister.
I'm sorry. Should I be the one apologising for Jake cheating on Rachel? She was going mad.
Okay, so what would you do if I cheated on you?
Well, I wouldn't go mad.
How do you know?
Because that wouldn't get
Oh my God, it's not about getting somewhere. That's not why people go mad. It's not a tactical move, Ed. Even a child could see what Jake did was wrong.
Bullshit! A child sees things from one point of view. It's introduce a book to smart.
If Jake had an ounce of empathy,
Oh my God,
if you
not
could see how he was making Rachel feel.
Not that old fucking Jesse.
You know, I was speaking.
I am
was saying
sick of hearing that word.
Ed,
I'm tired. I've been in
What's
court
that?
all
I'm
day
in the middle of saying
listening
something.
to bollocks, victims,
Can you
impact
wait a
centre,
second?
what people think after 2 Chardonnays.
Ed!
Now I want to drink it.
Ed!
You know what? The last thing I feel is empathy.
Okay, no, go on, please. Tell me the argument against empathy, because you really stumped me.
Well, it's completely innumerable.
Oh, enumerate, right.
Yes. A genocide doesn't get as much airtime as a child killed and hidden in an attic somewhere.
I see.
And empathy is not actually fair. You're only feeling for Jake, not Rachel.
We saw her crying in the kitchen.
We saw him crying in the kitchen. He wasn't faking it.
No, he wasn't. He was genuinely self-pitying.
You don't want people with their hearts in the right place. You want people with their brains in the right place.
Ed, if you have no empathy, then we're fucked.
I don't need to experience
You do.
something to have an
You
opinion.
do.
Jesus Christ.
It's never happened to you. You've cheated. You've never been cheated on. You'll never understand until it happens to you, see? That's the only way you'll understand.
Who wants more?
Me!
Me.
How many have you had?
Me too. I haven't eaten crackers. I don't pull crackers for religious. Come on, everyone.
Who am I going to put it with?
Me. Hold on. Right, come on, everyone. Enforced fun coming up.
God's sake.
It's a lot of God. Can we just stop? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
What have I done here? A pencil. That's very...
Ecologically sound.
I love pencils.
Oh, look, I've got a joke. Oh, everyone. Is your water too hot? Your thermostat shouldn't need to be set higher than 60 degrees Celsius.
That's the way you tell them.
There are hats.
Oh, right, I'm going to have a festive tone. Right. Right. To me, to Rachel, to marriage, to love.
Love.
To love.
Actually, I would like to mention I'd just like to say to Jake,
Thank you.
my oldest, crappiest friend, and his dear wife.
Okay, can you stop now? You're going to embarrass them?
Carry on, we like the attention.
I cannot believe that many Many years ago, I wore this same jacket to your wedding, and here you are today, still married.
Only just.
So I would like to toast you in this, my wedding jacket.
It's a bit shiny though, isn't it?
What are you talking about? This is my wedding jacket.
Let me put on the wedding waistcoat and I'm going to renew my vows.
Stop hijacking my bloody toast. To Rachel and Jake.
To me.
I love it. So can we just talk now?
You may speak.
Oh, actually, how was your holiday?
Oh, fantastic. We decided to go skiing
The
though.
last time I brought a girlfriend skiing, quite early on in the relationship, I might add, I fell down a difficult ramp and bruised my chest. The bruised blood made its way down where it collected in my sins.
We finally had a big black cock.
Confidently saying big.
So what were the cases?
Oh, God, I don't want to talk about that.
That's a first.
Oh, it's a historic rape. Fills me with weariness just to say it.
Was your bit of a problem with that?
Me too. If someone steals a watch off me 10 years ago, they have to have some evidence. But with rape, it seems like anyone can have a go, using it as an alibi for their failed life.
No, I wish I had an alibi for my failed life.
You do. You're
Can we
peanuts.
not talk about the rape? It's not very Christmassy.
Rachel is a brilliant prosecutor of sex crimes. Rape,
Yeah.
incest, child sex abuse, you name it.
Wow.
The best fun I have had outside the bedroom is cross-examining defendants.
But I thought it's what you did inside the bedroom.
Wow.
Oh, God, in my experience, these victims are never completely innocent either. I'm sick of them. They're like the weird bullied people at school.
That's outrageous.
No, honestly, I'm losing faith in the entire system. I don't think people listen to reason anymore, rationality, logic. They just decide, and that's that.
Yes.
Oh no, stop. It's fine. He gets like this after he's lost a case or three.
Eh.
The last three.
What happened to the old Midas touch?
What were the cases?
One about, it's funny. One about a Tamil stabbed his wife, ran off to the Bahamas, came back with a tattoo on his arm that said, "Forgive and forget." It all hinged on what hand the alleged.
I think you mean convicted.
I think you mean convicted point of
All right, and what hand the bloody convicted used for stabbing, and the angle. It's difficult to describe really without, showing you.
Stab me! Stab me!
It's all right, Tara.
Okay.
You have a fucking weird name. I kept forgetting it.
Why don't we use the Tamil street name?
Because it was prejudicial. A bit psycho, if I'm honest. It always comes down to the phone records with these crims. You'd think they'd listen, wouldn't you? These people and their chaotic fucking lives.
Says God.
I don't think I'm God.
Alright, so you often think, oh, that could be me.
Absolutely, with the drunk drivers. Less so with the rapists and the gang-related stabbings.
So you say I when you're defending them, but it's not I, is it? It's them.
Yeah. We're not them. We're paid to argue for them. Because they can't string two fucking words together.
You don't feel for them.
Why should I?
You bloody pretend to.
Because it helps my case.
And you wonder why you're losing.
All right. Why do I keep losing? And why do you keep needling me?
Do you really want to know, being married to you after all these years?
Yes.
I think you've been doing your job for too long. Dealing with dishonest, sexually odd people day after day. Standing up and lying in front of people, it corrupts you. And like most people who know they're smart, you're actually slightly stupid.
You have got a point.
You hear something and you automatically take the opposite point of view. You have like a skill for closing your mind.
Or shall we just get a divorce?
You know pedantic logic that they use in court? You know that logic, why did you keep living with your stepdad after he raped you? That doesn't make sense. You know the only time people use that logic in real life is when they're denying having an affair. What do you mean I'm shagging my clerk? I would never do that. But why would I do that? I'd be risking everything. Yeah, you've got skills. You have a very overdeveloped short-term memory. You can learn time mechanics and just shed it like it's skin.
Oh, interesting use of reptilian image.
You forget everything you've ever done wrong. Here.
So?
So you have no long-term memory at all.
Having no long-term memory is great, Kit. It means I don't hold on to grudges.
What are you doing? Hey,
I'm taking the moral fucking high ground.
Oh, jeez.
First, what you call these picky points. You're looking for the ring of truth in a victim statement, and you've got to test it, because consistency is the hallmark of truth.
People act illogically all the time.
It's a mark of being.
Consistency can be the mark of in the same way that inconsistency can be the hallmark of telling the truth. You put your story, you're sticking to it.
Look, it's true. If two witnesses give exactly the same account, they're probably lying.
If two witnesses give a very detailed, very consistent account, then they're probably telling the truth.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's play truth or dare.
Oh, I love truth or dare!
No. Truth or dare.
Oh, I hate truth or dare.
Truth or dare.
All right. Truth.
Where were you yesterday at 3:15 in the afternoon?
I was at Chambers. Then I went for a drink with Alex.
So why didn't you return my call?
You're only allowed one question. It was on silent.
So you didn't see my call for 2 hours?
Yes.
So you weren't on your phone for 2 hours?
Yes.
Tell the truth.
I have.
For once, tell the fucking truth.
I have. No. Don't we all get to ask questions?
That's right, you do.
Kitty, truth or dare?
Truth. I'm sorry.
All right, Kitty, you say that I have never said sorry.
Because you never have?
Have you ever really forgiven me?
No.
Well, now I know.
I've got questions. Let me not play truth or dare.
I've got a question. What happens if you don't tell the truth and truth or dare?
Nothing.
Okay.
You know what? Your Honour,
Oh, stop.
I've tried to stir my feet, but I'm going to take the moral high ground. Please, don't let's play any more truth or dare. It's ghastly.
I don't care, actually.
Why do I do that?
Fucking hell. Kitty, truth or dare?
Truth.
What have you never forgiven Edward for?
Having an affair.
Guys.
Doesn't mean I'm having one
Didn't
now.
say it does. It means I haven't forgiven you.
What do I have to do?
It's really quite simple. Just unconditionally say I'm sorry. But you can't do that, can you?
What do you want to do about it?
I want you to know how it feels.
Wow. Oh, let's see. Oh, get out of
Oh, someone at the door.
Ed! There's a woman. She said to see you.
Who is it?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so you're both here. So you're mates.
Sorry, can I help you?
Been drinking, have you?
Look, I think you should go next door.
No, I don't want to go next door.
Why are you here?
Why do you think? You fucked me up, pal.
Listen.
No, you don't get to tell me to pause now. And you are fucking useless.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry and all.
I think you should go to the next.
No, why wasn't I allowed to say that he beat up my friend when she dumped him? That he stamped on her thigh and broke it, and that he was already on bail for that? No, I'm speaking. That's why I answered his fucking text, because I didn't want him to come and find me and do me in. But no, I'm not allowed to say any of that in court. We can bring up my past, but not his. I didn't even want to go to court. Who was defending me?
Gail, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, having therapy can undermine your case.
You're talking shit. Having therapy can undermine my case, and he gets to make a prick out of me for it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't give me that shit. You're not sorry. I saw your face. You were chuffed. You won.
Look,
Don't tell me it wasn't personal, because it was personal to me. Is this interesting to you? This lot, they're your mates?
Can I get you a drink? Let me at least get you a drink.
been together then? So, I know where you live. I know where you live, and you don't like that. Well, guess what? Patrick Taylor knows where I live, so now you know how that feels.
Look, unfortunately, Gail, unfortunately for you, we presume innocence. It's better a guilty man go free than an innocent go to jail.
Why? Who says that's better?
The law, for Christ's sake.
Look, do you feel... Oh, fuck off! Talking like you've got a cock in your mouth. You don't look so happy either, love. I'll tell you that for free.
Gail, an injustice took place, but
Have you been smoking? You've been smoking weed. For Christ's sake, I cannot believe this was ever in your hands. I met him 5 minutes before and then had to watch you battle it out, and it was a fucking mess.
It might have helped if you hadn't time got drunk for a second. No, actually, no, let me finish. The law's not going to work according to your emotions, Gail. It's got to be dispassionate. It's got to be impersonal.
But it wasn't.
It's not about satisfying your personal sense of fucking outrage, because if it was, it wouldn't be fair, and that's the whole fucking point. I'm not going to apologise for cross-examining you, and I'm not going to apologise for being friends with him.
What you did to me was criminal. And you don't even know why I was having therapy.
No, Gail, I don't.
Because I was raped. Years ago, before Patrick Taylor, 10 years ago, me and my sister hitchhiking, and 2 guys dragged us out into the woods and did us side by side. I held her hand while it was happening. Don't touch me.
It's bloody hot out there.
Listen to this, windbag. Phone records. Frequent calls between one number and another may tell you something of the relationship. If there is a pattern of calls, then it stops, may suggest that the two are together. If there are calls that don't get through, it might tell you that the person doesn't want to be located. Jeez, he's thorough. I'll give him that, even the accused looked bored in the dock.
Is he asleep?
Where were you today?
With Michelle?
I called you.
Oh, it was on silent. Was it important?
The bedroom smells funny.
What?
Football boots.
I told you that months ago. You said I imagined it.
There's a smudge on the wall by the headboard.
What kind of smudge?
Or a stain.
Maybe it's the poltergeist.
Why have you been calling Tim?
What?
I called him today. He didn't answer. Why don't we see if he answers your call? Call him.
No.
All right, I'll call him.
Now you call him.
No.
Why not?
Because it's weird. You're being fucking weird. Hi, Tim, it's Key. Yeah, no, sorry, it's just that Ed thinks we're having an affair. Yeah. No, it's fine, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, enjoy the cricket. Alright, see you soon. Bye.
It's him, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
It's him. I went through your phone. No texts, no call records.
I just cut it. I'm gonna go call away the wife from the other night.
You know, I haven't cheated on you for 5 years.
Congratulations! What anniversary is that? Is it Ruby? Oh no, it's Tin.
Guilty or guilty. Either I'm cheating on you or I cheated on you 5 years ago and I deserve punishment.
Can we just run this by ourselves really quickly? So, I've known Tim for 10 years, and he's been single all that time. Why would I have an affair with him now? He's with Zara.
Why would I do it? I'd be risking everything because he saw his chance and he fucking
Do you know what?
took it.
Fuck you, Ed. Stop being so fucking poisonous.
Yes, that's a really good one. The power of being offended. It's sort of unanswerable. Own up to your fucking feelings. You're bored. You don't want to have sex with me.
Oh, don't do that. I split myself in two for you and that baby. Don't fucking guilt trip me.
Why won't you give me another child? When did you start sleeping with your back to me? Why won't you ever face me in bed? If you're doing this to hurt me, I don't get why you're lying. I don't. You're one of those boring men. I don't know where they make them. In a factory, somewhere in fucking Norwich. I mean, why? When? When I was in New York? Fuck's sake, spit it out!
Where would I have done it? Where would I have done it? Why would I have done it? Or do you prefer close questions? I did it to get my own back, didn't I? See, I can do it to it.
Look at you, finding all these excuses. You wanted to do it, so you did it!
Okay. How about I did it so you knew how it felt?
That is a miscarriage
Oh, I
of
knew you were
justice.
going to say that.
Are you serious? You did it to teach me a lesson? 5 years late?
Yes.
No. If you're punishing me, why didn't you tell me? I'm trying to understand here. I'm really trying to understand that if this is some kind of victim's justice, show the criminal how the crime made you feel. I don't get why you're
Because
lying.
I felt guilty.
Why? You're not in love with him, are you? Well, that's not fair, is it? You know, you haven't been here for weeks. That's why the bedroom feels empty. He's stolen you. Christ, it made me sick.
I'm sorry. Ed. And you put foot in my head.
I apologise. I apologise.
No, it's too late.
Only 15% of people who experience sexual violence report to the police.
I said to her, if you're spending time apart, if you're feeling confused, spending time apart is not going to make you less confused. She says that I'm cold, I've got no emotions, that I see everything from an intellectual point of view. Christ, I haven't cried like this since prep school. And Tim? Cunt! I want to kill him. I have these dreams where I see him and I just like fucking tear his fingers apart.
Yes, but has he left?
Of course he has!
Where's Kitty now?
There it is. He'll steal my child, the fuck. I'm not leaving. I told her she'd have to divorce me first. She can sleep in the shed if she wants to stay. If she's in love with him, she can fucking fuck the fuck off. If she wants to fight me for Leo, she can.
God, she's not going to fight for Leo.
Christ. I'm in love. People use the word like Hitler. Let's see how good she feels about being in love when I've got Leo.
Oh, slow down.
Tell us what actually happened.
It was late. I put Leo to bed and I just had this feeling, you know, like, and she kept denying it and denying it, like I was mad.
Yeah. And then she finally did.
Just let me speak.
Yeah, in the end she did.
And then what happened?
Stop leading.
She said she'd been having an affair with him since Christmas. Apparently it started 2 months. Apparently he invited her around to see his poltergeist again. Opportunistic prick, using his poltergeist as a wingman.
But why?
Why did you? Why Tim, for God's sake?
She said she wanted me to see what it was like when I cheated on her.
Yes.
But then she fell for him.
She fell for Tim.
Tim! Yes, Tim! She's fallen for fucking Tim! She's in love with him, the fucking hamster, they're in love!
She's not going to leave you for him, is she?
She said she needed space to think. I said space to think where, and then...
Then?
I lost it. I thought I was going to be sick. We cried, we said a lot more things, we had sex, and then she left.
You had sex?
Yes.
Right, well, that's a good sign that you had sex, potentially.
Is it?
Yes. Ed, this will blow over. Take it from me. Look at me and Rachel.
Kitty and me are nothing like you and Rachel.
Yes, you are. You felt I didn't understand.
You have no idea what I felt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. You said you felt I didn't understand how you felt endlessly. So I do know how you felt. And you did exactly the same thing as Kitty.
I did not.
You gave Alan a blowjob to teach me a lesson.
I did give Alan a blowjob, actually.
Just like Kitty shall Kitty. To get your own back. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It focused me. I took it like a man. Even though I hear it from Jimmy mine, who walked in on them. I came into the kitchen and Mummy was drinking a man's willy.
Anyway.
We survived.
It's true.
In fact, it healed us. It sort of felt fair. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You can forgive when Alan's had his cock sucked.
Oh my God, is he okay?
Don't talk about it in third person. I feel like he's going mad.
I've never seen him like
The
this.
thing is, this is what Kitty wanted. You know, if she could see me now, she wanted me to be emotional, she wanted me to be jealous. I mean, I only had sex with her because I thought it was what she wanted.
What happened?
I told you, it's hard to describe. I can't put it into words. She got violent.
When?
Afterwards, she hit me in the face, she kicked me in the shins. She stabbed me in the arm with a fork.
Christ, after you'd had sex?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing, I tried to defend myself.
But why?
I said to her that if she left, I'd take Leo. That was when she said that I raped her.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Had you?
Of course not. What do you think I am? I'm worried about her mental health. She had postnatal depression after Leo. People work themselves into a state where they believe things. You know?
Why did you rape her?
I don't know, because she wants to hate me. She wants to just take Leo away from me.
When you were having sex, did she say no at any point?
It's all a blur.
Not a difficult question then.
I mean, I suppose she did say no a few times, but so did I. I was going, no. No. Oh, God, take it from me. It wasn't rape. I'm not a violent man.
They don't have to fight off anymore, you know that. All they have to do is say no.
Ed, did you ask for her consent?
It was non-verbal. It was sex.
Rough sex.
Didn't you want to have sex with Rachel and she said she
No.
was going to leave you?
No, I wanted to kill her. But I didn't. I controlled myself, Ed. I actually broke this inside the grinding my teeth, trying not to hit her.
You know, he did instead. He stamped on my foot. I was like, what are you, a 12-year-old girl? At least going by the throat.
Why is what she thinks the truth?
Because that's the law. Let me sum up. You knew she didn't want to. She said she was leaving you. She said she was in love with Tim, and then you have sex with her without her consent. The classic case of marital rape.
Didn't rape her. I love her.
Bollocks. You fucked her. You rubbed him out with your dick. It's not Kitty you're angry with, it's Tim.
This is crazy. You're intelligent and you're rational.
If you're hurt enough, you become stupid.
You are a very intelligent person, and in these circumstances, you're very emotional, like me. I know exactly how you feel.
Christ. Hell, I feel like a scorned man, eh?
I've been there.
Yeah. Thank God you didn't have a penis, you would have fucking raped me.
Look, it's unbelievably painful when someone cheats on you. I know exactly how you feel, and you're angry, and you can't think straight. And
It's not a reason to fucking rape someone.
I didn't rape her. I love her.
Yeah. Says the psychotic security guard who bludgeoned her girlfriend to death with a claw hammer. Other end of the spectrum, Ed, same fucking bullshit.
I'm on Ed's side.
Yeah, well, I'm really fucking not.
Is she going to use it? If she wants to get technical, I can get technical. The violence, the regular assaults.
What regular assault?
She hacked into my phone, that's a criminal act.
You hacked into hers?
No, technically I didn't have to. There's no passcode on her phone.
Fuck's sake,
Ed,
Ed.
you're better than this.
The depression.
Kitty's not depressed.
Yet.
Oh, fucking hell. Ed.
And the violence. Stabbing, wounding with intent. And she kicked me with her shod foot. A shod foot, that's classed as a weapon.
Ed, grow up.
I don't know who she is anymore. I don't know who she is.
20% of women and 4% of men have experienced a case of sexual assault since the age of 16.
It is best if you put an application in first before the other party.
He's threatened. He's going to ask for sole custody, and I'm only going to get visitation rights.
We actually don't call it custody anymore because people fought over the badge, the title. Child arrangement order now. It's ghastly. Anyway, on what grounds?
Mental instability.
Yours.
My mental instability. My violence. My hormonal and emotional problems. He's writing a 60-page essay about my depression.
What is he alleging?
Oh, it's laughable. He's bringing up things from when Leo was a newborn. For example, there was a time we went to Sainsbury's and I forgot him in the deli aisle and I drove home without the baby. I'd just given birth. I was exhausted. We laughed tonight. It was funny. It was ridiculous. He says I can't cope, that I'm overwhelmed. But I was just bored. I wanted to get back to work. Doesn't everyone get depressed? And this is the thing. He's the mad one. That's the fucking thing. He knows how to make the narrative seem plausible. He's a barrister. It's what he does.
Oh, he's a barrister.
Yes.
Totally out of character. When she was going out, conducting this affair, she was going out at night using a babysitter who wasn't properly qualified. It's an unstable relationship with an unsettled future. She's putting her own interests ahead of the child's.
I'm the better parent.
This sounds like classic narcissistic behaviour.
Why is he... I'm not mad.
She's never had boyfriends before me. She's convinced this relationship is deep and lasting. It's not.
Things all went downhill after a woman from one of his cases, pretty unstable, who I'm more than sure was raped, killed herself.
Oh dear.
She hung herself. That's when it all went wrong.
Well, I'm afraid it's difficult to make any of this relevant to the case. I mean, none of it's relevant to the finances.
So, rape doesn't.
No. It's the same as prostitution, pornography, even in the marital bed. It's not classed as damaging to the child. Unless, of course, it's child
So the
porn.
fact that he raped me doesn't help my case.
No. The view is the violence will no longer continue because you will be separated. You could well take up a case, take it to the criminal court, but there's the unfortunate air of tit for tat. There's also the question of why you didn't bring it up at the time. Rape comes under conduct, and personally, I avoid conduct like the plague, so I wouldn't bother.
Jesus Christ.
There's not much of a feeling of justice in the divorce system, I'm afraid. That's why people tend to take justice into their own hands. Believe it or not, I'm on your side. When my marriage broke down, divorce began to feel like a full-time job to me. So I thought, why not make it my full-time job?
What did you do before?
Crime. Only 1.7% of reported rapes in England and Wales are prosecuted. This is insanity. As soon as you go to court, it just escalates things. It ramps up the conflict. It's a crystallization of the fact that you loathe each other, which you don't.
And it'll cost a fucking fortune.
Kitty?
It'll be the end of his career. He'll have a criminal record. Even if he were acquitted, his career would be fucked.
Why are you doing this?
Ask her.
We're all friends. I can't bear to see you
Let
do-
her fucking speak.
The reason why I'm fighting you for Leo is because you're fighting me for Leo.
No, let's get this straight. You're saying that I raped you.
And she's doing it because you're taking her to court. It's very simple, Ed. Don't take her to court.
I can't recognise her. I can't recognise this woman who's doing this to me. I didn't rape you. That's not the truth.
It's my truth.
It's not the
Look.
truth.
There's a world in which you're both telling the truth, but it's not the law. In court, your narratives are oil and water. One of you will win, and one of you will lose. Is that what you really want? Is that what you really, really want?
Yes.
Seriously, Ed? Apart from anything, I think she's got a case.
I don't care if I lose. I just want to fight her.
But you didn't want to go to court.
I changed my fucking mind. You fuck another man and then you get my kid. He gets my kid. Fuck you. You let me have sex with you so you could use it as a weapon. It's a weapon.
Oh, okay. So I'm hitting you in the face with your own
Oh,
cock.
Jesus, stop. The thing none of us is asking is, was it actually rape?
What?
By your own admission, she said no. You went ahead, and therefore I'm afraid it was.
Yes, but when did she decide it was? Afterwards, when she needed a weapon.
I think Ed's got a point.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
We don't know what actually happened, do we?
I don't have to talk about this.
Well, you're going to have to talk about it if you go through with it.
You might as well practice.
Fuck you! Fuck you! He said he felt sick, I was crying.
We were both crying.
Ed, shut up.
He started to take my clothes off. I said no.
I was saying sorry.
You said I apologise. He took my clothes off, and then he had sex with me.
And you had sex with
I
me.
said no several
So
times.
did I.
Where?
In the kitchen, on the floor.
It was over quite quickly.
Because I couldn't maintain an erection.
And then I got up and put my clothes back on, and I said I was leaving, and you said you'd take Leo.
And then you stabbed me in the arm with a fork and said that I raped you.
Okay, so what did you think it was?
Actually, I thought it was a mercy fuck. I thought you were taking pity on me. It's what people do.
Well,
As far as I'm concerned, calling that rape bankrupts the term rape.
As far as I'm concerned, what you just said bankrupts the term rape.
how dare you? You weren't there.
Don't tell me that I brutally raped you. It wasn't rape until you needed it to be rape.
Don't you always say there are degrees of rape? I made you rape me. I premeditated your rape. Jesus Christ, Ed. I'm not scarred. I'm not traumatised. No, I didn't fight you off. So I felt sorry for you. You were pathetic. But technically, you raped me.
Okay.
Kitty, that's not fair.
Okay. You want to talk about things the other one did when the other one said no? 4 months ago, you had an abortion. You did what you wanted to do when I said no. I said no, you did it anyway.
It's my body.
It was our baby.
Can you give my phone back?
Can fuck off, you fucking hamster! If you say that I raped you, I'll say you're mad, because you are.
If you say I'm mad, I'll say you're mad. You're fucking mad.
Guys, you're both mad. I've got fucking tinnitus. Did she tell you? Did she tell you she had an abortion when I said no? You already took your revenge.
He's using Leo as a weapon. He knows it's the only way to hurt me. You're trying to limit my
You want
access.
to talk about limiting access? You're trying to limit mine. Taking Leo away from me, that's rape.
Don't get metaphorical with me.
Guys, you took him away with you 4 weeks ago. I haven't seen him since. Don't talk to me about limiting fucking access.
Kitty, is that true?
She raped me. That's what he did.
Jesus.
There's nothing more dangerous than
Just
self-righteousness.
a bloody self-righteous.
I have said sorry and sorry and sorry, and it will never be enough for you. For someone who thinks the law is unfair, you're fucking punitive.
Yeah, that's right. Intellectual origami.
I'm not being intellectual origami. Can't you see you hurt me? You got what you wanted, didn't you? Satisfied.
Hey! But then it took me somewhere else. I fell in love. Now I know what it's like for you. It's a nightmare. It's a mess. I'm in a fucking mess.
Oh God, it's the fucking hamster.
Stop calling him that.
Fuck off, you fucking hamster. Sweetheart, he's a fucking pug.
I just want to stay out of it.
Oh, then go away. Fucking stay out of it.
Tim, I hate to interrupt, but did you pay the top?
We laughed about his BO together.
Oh my God.
You know who you remind me of? Jake. Look where your empathy's landed you. In the pond with fucking Jake.
Guys, I'd really appreciate it if we didn't keep using me as some sort of adultery yardstick. A measure of a turn.
So, I cheated on her 5 years ago. You know that's why she fucked you. To get her own back. How does it feel being used?
Pretty good, actually.
It's just about winning him. I know him. The minute he's won, he'll lose interest. How do you think Zara feels about all this?
That's none of your fucking business.
She won't give you a child, you fuck.
How do you know?
Because if she does, I'll fucking kill it!
Fuck you, Ed!
Can you see what he's at? Even Leo has got fucking self-control.
Why are you doing this? I love you.
I'm in love with him.
Fine.
A survey shows that 1 in 4 Britons believe that non-consensual sex within the marriage does not constitute rape.
Look, I am really sorry. Ed and I have been, for years, I know it sounds mad, but I had to make him see.
What's wrong with your face?
Just come back from the dentist, I had a filling.
You felt he'd never know what it would feel like to be cheated on until you did it to him.
Yes,
You were punishing him.
suppose.
You could have just slept with Tim and that would have been that. Tit for tat.
Yes.
Thought you were going to be very justicious, met out a bit of retribution and be very fair.
I had no idea I was going to feel the way I felt after I'd done it.
You might have thought about that first. So what was I? Collateral?
I promise it wasn't about you.
Yeah. For you, it wasn't, but for me, it was about me. Not very fair.
I didn't realise you can't legislate for human behaviour.
And I thought that's exactly what you were doing.
I mean, you can't help your feelings. You can't help how you feel.
Oh, you? What do you mean me?
Both of us?
Yes, you can. You've got everything. The house, the child, the husband. And why him as well? You're fucking greedy. You aren't happy. Yeah, I remember hearing all those things about how you didn't want another. For me, this was about a baby. It was about a child. I don't buy it, actually. Isn't it more that it's annoying? You know, when someone who's always fancied you finds someone else at last. And your sex life with Ed was, well, you told me how boring it was, having to sit on his face for the umpteenth time. But all that doesn't fit with your idea of yourself, does it? Sounds sort of petty, doesn't it? We were trying for a baby.
Yes, I feel terrible.
What do you mean terrible? You don't feel terrible, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
And what's feeling guilty? Feeling sorry? Sorry for yourself, but not sorry enough to stop.
He's still in his place.
Who is?
He is. Tim.
I wasn't asking. So now you've got two houses.
We're selling it. This one.
I was just wondering where your kid is. With the nanny? Do you know what I don't understand? Why make such a big fuss out of this if you pay someone to take him off you anyways? What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Start again? Find someone else?
I don't know.
You've already got one. Oh, you twat. Empathy. You think you're so empathetic. You're fucking ruthless. And who are you to dole out judgment? I'm sure that was very restorative for you. You know, you drive every man you're with mad. Tim and Ed. Ed's in a real state.
I'm sorry.
Stop saying sorry. You keep saying sorry. Stop saying sorry and be a nicer fucking person.
I dropped the charges.
Ed rang me up. We had a long chat. I told him all the things that you told me. What you said about his penis size. The pass your boss made at you. How you ended up snogging that Australian in the car park at the wedding.
Okay. Good.
All that stuff we chatted about. I thought it was relevant.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up, will you? An apology has to cost something, or else it isn't an apology. If it doesn't make you sorry, you're not sorry. Okay? This is why we punish people, to make them feel sorry. According to you, right? You literally force them, literally, to empathize with you. You're unhappy. So you make them unhappy. You're unhappy, so you made Ed unhappy. Ed's gonna help me out. This is what I need. I'm running out of time. I can't fuck about. But you don't want another, do you? You don't want him anymore. He's doing a good thing. No, don't worry, I don't fancy him. It's fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Suppose it is fair.
Your place looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It would just really help me to know why.
I don't know why.
You're letting yourself off the hook.
When you boil an egg, the structure of the molecules changes, but the egg doesn't know why. It just becomes a boiled egg. I'm not trying to justify myself.
It's exactly what you're doing. Every time you speak, you justify yourself. Where's the voice in your head? At the supermarket?
I don't have one.
What about all the arrangements, the logistics of it, the texting, the timetabling? You're telling me your mind was a blank during all that? It takes a lot of organization. I know. What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything. There was no narrative. She was the one cheating on you, not me.
You were cheating on me. On our friendship.
We're not friends. You hate me and I hate you slightly more. Morality's not innate. It's learned. We only feel shame when we're witnessed, and sometimes not even then.
But we witness ourselves. Jake's kid just started getting interested in dragons. That's what he's drawing now. And knights. When I was in school, I got in trouble for pulling down all the Christmas decorations in the classroom. Take the chains. I got carried away with the feeling. What's that bottle?
Yeah, Kitty gave it to me.
It's the same as mine. You smell like me. I hear about Tim going back to Zara.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was sorry.
Ugh, don't talk crap.
At least she'll get her baby now. God knows what it'll look like, but smell like BO probably. Felt sorry for you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I was sorry for you. Can't forgive him. He came in, fucked us up, and then left again. But do you know what you must feel like? I know what it feels like. I know how much it hurts.
Really?
Yeah. When you did, what? Hey, you did well.
What do you mean?
We did well. Even to achieve the stuff we did.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm sorry.
What?
They said sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm saying sorry. Forgive me. Please.
God's sake, stop it.
Please forgive me.
Stop it, please.
Why?
Because
Why?
you're making me feel sorry for you.
Forgive me. Fucking forgive me.